Temple of Light, friends and family.
Good morning.
And grand rising to you. It is a pleasure for me to host this morning's service. My name is Sandra Cooper, and I really look forward to us having a wonderful time together. And as we begin, let's do so in prayer. We give thanks for this beautiful, blessed, blossoming morning. We give thanks as we celebrate the divine presence and power of the all that is, expressing in every cell and fiber of our being, energizing us with the love, the light, the joy, and the possibility of our amazing, awesome possibility. And so I am grateful as I know that this morning's service, every aspect of it, invites us to take that journey into our own possibility, to make the space for it, to open our hearts for it, to know that with the presence and power of God, all things are indeed possible. And so we embrace it, we allow it to just express through us, through our work, through our relationships, through every aspect of our being. And so I know that this morning, we embrace the ideas, the tools, the understanding that allow us to walk this path, to thrive in 2025, open, receptive, as instruments of God's power. And so in this knowing, I release these words, absolutely grateful for their fullest demonstration. I rejoice and give thanks that all this is so now, and so it is. And so all online guests and those of you who are here, I open my heart and welcome each and every one of you. And I invite you now for us to stand and affirm our prosperity affirmation. Together. God is lavish, unfailing, abundant prosperity. The source of all good is infinite and inexhaustible. I unify with and place my faith in the one true source. My life is already blessed, yet I'm being offered so much more. Infinite potential, unconditional love, and unlimited spiritual growth are just a few of Spirit's gifts. I am open to receiving them all with gratitude and joy. The God power made me in its image and likeness, out of itself, and it wants only to support me. Its plan is to lift me into higher expression. Deep in my heart, I know I deserve all the good things in life, and my acceptance of the support of the universe is all that is necessary for it to continue its work in my life. I deserve true abundance and unconditional love. I deserve vibrant health and good feelings. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I deserve prosperity, freedom, and ease in my financial affairs. I deserve to have my dreams come true. My heart is filled with gratitude for all that I have been given and for all that is yet to come. I release my word to the law of divine mind that always says yes, and so it is. And just remain standing so we can do our chant together. I'm so blessed. moments of silence. I'm so grateful for all that I have. I'm so grateful for all that I am. And in the spirit of gratitude, I'd like to invite our young people to come up for us to do the lighting of the youth candle. So Kyla lights the candle with Reverend Ann's support.
Candle on behalf of all the youth of the world. Let us behold the Christ in them.
And so it is. And we'll say together our blessing. We love you. We appreciate you. We salute the Christ in you. And we see you as shining lights unto your word. God is blessing you now. And so it is. And we're going to sing our mission song. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple of light. We are a people with a vision, one spirit on a mission. To touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, to love and liberate. Anyone who comes into contact with us, anytime, night or day. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple of light. We are a people with a vision, one spirit on a mission. To touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, to love and liberate. Anyone who comes into contact with us, anytime, night or day. Yay! Awesome. Big church this morning, Reverend Ann?
No, they have been sung.
Oh, okay.
But,
Awesome.
Auntie Laura will soon.
Auntie Laura. Friends, we have a few brief reminders, and so firstly, I'd like to once again welcome all of those who are joining us here this morning, both in the sanctuary and those of you who are joining us online. we do invite you to, just make a note, especially if you are here for the first time, so that we can acknowledge you. Anybody here, first-time visitors this morning? Yeah? Yes? So we ask that you stand so we can acknowledge you. One of our ushers, please remain standing. One of our ushers is going to put a sticker on your shoulder, and it says, "We behold the Christ in you." And we invite you afterwards to just sign our visitor's book in the vestibule, and there will be a package for you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We do invite you to come back. Okay, awesome. Now, this Tuesday, we invite you to join practitioner Jennifer Livingston as she leads our spiritual mind healing service at 6 p.m. And, this is I keep plugging our spiritual mind healing service because it's a nice Tuesday evening getaway to just sit and listen to some inspiring thoughts and to ask questions, to share your demonstrations and to get some clarity around this wonderful teaching we call the science of mind. Jennifer's topic will be positively purposeful. This is the beginning of a brand new year, and we want to really hit the ground running. So do invite you to join Jennifer on Tuesday for our spiritual mind healing service. And of course, to deepen our understanding of the teaching we call the science of mind, where we have a number of classes, one of which will be run by Reverend Michelle. It will begin on January 28th at 7 p.m. on Zoom. So time to get home through the traffic, get dinner, and sit down and hit that Zoom button. And the title of the class is The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. Who here would love to have the fullest experience of prosperity in 2025? Every hand should go up. Awesome. So we do invite you to look out for the link. It's on Zoom. It will come in your email. And of course, if you really would like to attend as a first-time visitor, sign the visitor's book so we can get your email address, okay? It's you me talking to. Awesome. So we look forward to seeing you in Reverend Michelle's class on the 28th on Zoom. And Reverend Ann will be doing an in-person class beginning on January 23rd, Thursdays, in the book room. And that is Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. That's one of the most powerful courses that we offer from the book of the same name by Ernest Holmes. And of course, we have some classes that are continuing. Reverend Sonia and practitioners Vance and Steve will complete Essential Ernest Holmes, and that's Thursdays at 7. Now, there's something big and exciting coming up for our young adults and our teens. It begins Saturday, January 18th from 3 to 5 p.m. We will host a 6-week workshop titled Step Into Your Future Success as an Attitude. And I'm going to invite Douglas Arain to just come and say a little bit more about it, because we would really, really love to have as many young people as possible participating in this program. Doug.
Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see you all. First, let me start by saying, are you lonely? Do you need guidance? You want somebody to talk with? Are you between the ages of 16 and 25? Oh, there's Jennifer. Okay, if you feel that way and you're between the ages of 16 and 25, then this is the program for you, because it's designed to satisfy that unmet need that we see in our young people today, where they're disconnected, they don't know who to talk with to get guidance, they may not have parents around or grandparents. So Reverend Michelle has designed this program. It's 6 weeks. It starts this Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., and it continues through into February. This is a program that, and I think you all have a flyer. If you don't, there are more outside that tells you all about it. If you know any person between the ages of 16 and 25, encourage them to sign up. You register online, and the program is in person. There's a maximum of 30 young people who can attend in this cohort. So tell them to do it today, because I believe there's going to be a lot of young people interested in this. In addition to that, Reverend Michelle has done this program before in the United States several times, so she's very experienced at running it. In addition to that, she asked me to do one of the modules. I'm going to do the module later in week 5 on entrepreneurship and leadership. So I'm really excited about this, to be able to have the opportunity to participate. Now, how do you tell a 16-year-old or a 25-year-old about this? Well, first of all, they don't read anything hard copy. So we are putting it on TikTok, Instagram. We'll have it on Facebook, on our on the Facebook page for the temple. In addition to that, we will send it by email to the membership so that you can pass it on by email to those young people that you know. And if you still get stuck, contact me. I'll find a way to get the message out. It is free, but there are 2 commitments that people have to make who attend. 1, come early, and 2, finish every 1 of the 6 weeks, because that's what we need in terms of making it successful. So looking forward to that. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer it after service in that regard. I believe we're going to have a lot of young people interested in this from the initial response I've got so far. We did a test last night where we put out a test it was actually on TikTok, and we got people signing up already as a test. So we know that it's getting traction out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. What a gift. What a gift. So do reach out to your friends' children. Because listen, if I had this when I was 16 or even 25, I would be a multi-millionaire today. Just a whole different headspace, a different consciousness. So it must not pass. And I understand that we're going to be doing it, every quarter, at least for the first 3 months, 3 quarters. Doug?
And there's one point that's really important in order to communicate when you send it out. Reverend Michelle and I, we did a video in the meditation garden yesterday afternoon. I interviewed her about this program. It's short, 2 minutes, but it explains to young people who don't like to read but like to watch what the program is about. So when you send it out, please make sure you send the video first and then the program after. The other way that is easy to send is on WhatsApp. So we'll find a way to have it on WhatsApp, send it to those of you who have WhatsApp, because all you do is click on forward the video and the application. Simple.
Thank you, Doug. So question, if you are 26 or 28 or 68, can you still, are you going to do another one later on for the rest of that cohort? Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, this program will really awaken our youth to their potential and their possibility. Because some of us just don't know. I work with adults in organizations, and they're just, as we say, doing our work. Okay. All right. So, friends, we invite your donations through tithes and offerings. And if you wish to support our ministry financially, please visit our donate page at donate.templeoflightcsl.org, which has our banking details. We're grateful for your support in helping us to be a beacon of light in the world and in creating a world that works for everyone. Prayer support is available with Reverend Michelle at prayer.templeoflightcsl.org. And this morning, practitioner Vance Gardner is available to pray with you immediately after our service. And for those of you who are not in the sanctuary, those of you online, the number to call is 876-289-0907. And remember to place your prayer requests in the box in the vestibule, and we will respond to each of your requests. Grief support and counseling are also available, so please call 876-927-6145. Our QR code is also placed in strategic areas for your convenience, so you can participate in the service easily from your device. And remember, of course, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we're going to sing together now. We invite you to stand for our first hymn, You Can Smile.
You can smile when you can't say a word. You can sing when you cannot be heard. You can smile, be it cloudy or fair. You can smile anytime, anywhere. You can sing, and in someone life's way you can sing, and in some as you pray you can sing, and in some come what may you can sing, and you song every day. You can know, and your faith will show how you can know all that God will endow. You can know all your mind will allow. You can know life abundant right now. You can be more of what you desire. You can be when you really aspire. You can be when your heart is on fire. You can be at fulfillment of God.
Thanks, friends. Please be seated. So this morning, our focus is on how to make space for our possibility to unfold. And we have a master of principle, and that's Reverend Ann. So without further ado, we invite you to just put your hands together and welcome Reverend Ann Shan for the message.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Sandy. Adding my own words of welcome to our community in the sanctuary and our extended family on cyberspace. Friends, we are a lighthouse of collective consciousness, revealing love, joy, peace, and prosperity to all, the vision of the temple. I affirm for each individual and the collective a wonderful new year as we thrive together. Our monthly theme is stretching into possibility, which conveys that whatever we have dreamed of, envisioned for this new season, there are endless fields of possibilities ready for us to tap into their achievement. This is an advertisement. Reverend Michelle Senegal is starting on January 28th 4 spiritual laws of prosperity. Come and see, hear, and practice. The quotation I'm sharing is from the book of the same name. Miss Gaines states, it's written by Edwin Gaines. She quotes from Charles Fillmore's book, Prosperity. Desire is the onward impulse of the ever-evolving soul, end of quote. She goes on to say, it stands to reason then, if we are all evolving souls, and she believed that all of us are evolving souls, then our desires, the longing of our hearts, are what propel us forward into the life experiences required for an evolution of consciousness. We all want to receive the good God has in store for us, and goal setting is the way we position ourselves to receive, end of quote. End of the quote. Goal setting is the way we position ourselves to receive. So yes, the goals we have placed before us for demonstration for the year and beyond is a way to garner the givingness of spirit in concrete form, with the reminder that these goals are part of the evolution of our consciousness as co-creators with the creative intelligence of the universe. So today, we are exploring practical ways to clear the pathway for the smooth, effortless, joyful flow of these desires into our lives and affairs. Simply, we have to make space for the desired good. Last Sunday, we mentally removed issues surrounding person, place, and thing through forgiveness. Ready for creating room for new possibilities to emerge. Ready to embrace the power of mindfulness, intentional living, to cultivate that fertile field for growth and evolution into that which we were created to be and express. Therefore, forgiveness is an important factor in creation of space within to realize our highest and best, as well as a factor in the removal of deep-seated paradigms that can derail our achievement of that desired good, as they are often not in alignment with that which we desire to demonstrate in our physical experiences. Alan Cohen noticed this message to his readers in one of his books, and I quote, any hardship can be undone, transformed and healed to reveal a shining star where once there was a dark night. The most powerful way to accomplish this miraculous transformation is through forgiveness, end of quote. It is indeed practical to give up the states of mind that clutter and hinder the flow of goodness within for states of mind that benefit, and as well foster the awareness that the omnipresence of good is always revealing its essence in us, as us, and for us. Emmett Fox reminds us that, and I quote, "You cannot have peace of mind and have your ailment too. You cannot have a sense of divine love and have your jittery nervousness too. You cannot have a feeling of toleration, kindliness, and faith and have your digestive troubles too. You cannot have harmony continually unfolding in your life and enjoy gossip and criticism too. You cannot have power in prayer and the luxury of resentment and condemnation too. You cannot build a new consciousness and a new body and live mentally in the dead past." The quote he chose from the Judeo-Christian Bible to amplify the above is from Joshua 24, verse 15. It says, "Choose ye this day whom ye will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." So the choice is always ours, yes, to choose between the mental clutter which no longer serves us and embrace fresh new ideas, a clear narrative that supports our intentions and enhance the manifestation of good in our lives. So secondly, we must identify ourselves as a channel and the expression of a seamless flow of divine good. It is a matter of raising our conscious awareness to that ever-present reality that good is omnipresent and our ability to harness this good in our tangible experiences. There is another story from the Judeo-Christian Bible that reminds us of the creation of inner space within our mental household to embody that which inspires, motivates, and uplifts us. In 2 Kings 4, verse 1 to 7, I will summarize the story by quoting from Spiritual Economics, authored by Eric Butterworth. This story was stated after he shared this wonderful quote: "Life is forever biased on the side of healing, on the side of overcoming, on the side of success. When you get yourself centered in the universal flow, you become synchronized with this divine bias for good." This process is beautifully symbolized in the Old Testament story of the widow who came to Prophet Elisha in distress. She had been left destitute by the death of her husband. Her creditors were pressing her and her 2 sons, according to Talmudic law, were forfeit for her debt. She cried out to Elisha, saying in effect, "My husband is dead, and the creditors have come for my sons." Elisha asked, "What have you in the house?" She replied, "I have only 1 pot of oil." He was only asking her, where is her consciousness? What was she aware of? What was her belief? Where did she place her faith? Her reply, Butterworth noted that despite having 1 pot of oil, she was centered in an awareness of scarcity, lack, and unliness. We know it in Jamaica as ungliness, right? Unliness. There was fear too. It was only 1 pot of oil. She had nothing more. Thus, that thought pattern can only lead to separation from good, and it literally stopped the flow of abundance into her life. She was then instructed by Elisha to go to her neighbors and borrow additional vessels. This suggests he stated the need to expand the mind to include new faith and vision, to try on some new insights for size. She did borrow the vessels, which meant she broadened her horizon of expectations. She poured the oil from her 1 pot into new vessels. It flowed till the last vessel was filled. When there were no more vessels, the oil stopped. The significance behind this, as much as she could conceive and believe, she achieved. Exactly. So mentally, we have to expand our horizon of expectations to make space for the new vision of ourselves through the goals we have set for achievement. The message from that story was for us to identify ourselves with the idea that we are entitled to the boundless support of the universe. However, we must watch our spiritual priorities. Why, yes, we desire increased comfort and joy through the material aspects of our life, but the reminder is that it is a matter of consciousness. If we seek the kingdom of consciousness, then all things will be added unto us. When we expand our awareness by centering ourselves in the universal flow, our energy vibrations expands. In other words, we are a vibrational match to that which enables us to enjoy peace of mind, perfect health, perfect vocation, leading to a developed sense of satisfaction and contentment. Therefore, we must use the law correctly to erase reactive patterns of thinking into intentional, life-affirming choices. Dr. Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind and Spirit, reminds us in his book, The Essential Ernest Holmes, class is finishing, they have to repeat it. It says, "It follows then that the range of our possibilities at the present time does not extend far beyond the range of our present concepts. As we bring ourselves to a greater vision, we induce a greater concept and thereby demonstrate more in our experience." End of quote. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Reverend Sona reminded you last Tuesday. So what spiritual practices can assist us in the clearance of mental clutter to ensure there is room for increase in our lives unfolding so we can forgive and center ourselves in the flow of good? The first thing you have to understand is that it is important to practice. Practice A, meditation or abiding in the silence. Both practices permit clarity, a deeper awareness of the indwelling presence of good, enhance our mental field of consciousness, and refine our states of awareness. The TM book, written by Denise Denniston, assists us. TM means Transcendental Meditation, and it was created by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. It states that the TM technique is holistic. It is a simple, effortless, natural mental process for unfolding the full potential of the mind, body, and emotions. It opens the mind to the field of pure creative intelligence and provides the body with the deepest and most profound rest possible. It prepares you for activity, end of quote, the activity of moving mentally and physical in the direction of our desired good. All right, so you don't know how to meditate. A simple practice is abiding in the silence for once or twice a day. Sit in silence, no expectations. Surrender to the intelligence within. Just rest in the silence. Let the thoughts come and go without engagement, because you're going to have millions of them. Just don't pay them no mind. Start from 5 minutes and then practice up to 20 minutes. Just observe the evidence in how you engage life after this simple practice. Watch for proactive choices that are now natural to implement in the way of success. The above practice, especially transcendental meditation, allows the deep-seated mental thought patterns to be released in a manner that is non-threatening and effortless, making space for the fulfillment of good in our lives. The next way is through spiritual mind treatment. Affirmative prayer, we say. It is effective and it is scientific because it is provable. This is the linchpin of our teaching. Reverend Michelle spoke to us last week about God's nature as our nature. We were created in the image and likeness of the universal creative wisdom and intelligence. So the first 2 steps of our affirmative prayer incorporates this truth, that is recognition and unification. It is a constructive method that directs our thoughts in a consistent flow that is indeed beneficial to us. We recognize the attribute of God that is behind the desired good. For instance, the first attribute is life. That will help us in matters of health and a sense of well-being. Second attribute is love. It will help us in fostering the right and perfect relationships. Third attribute is light or wisdom. It allows us access to information. It gives us clarity. The fourth attribute is power, promoting the movement and the shift in the direction of our desired good. The fifth attribute is peace. It channels certainty, conviction, and effortlessness. The sixth attribute is beauty, which stands for order, right action in the fulfillment of the desired good. Beauty, symmetry. And the seventh is joy, the culmination of the gratitude, the release, the knowing, the complete fruition of the desired good is already embodied in our mental field. Dr. Holmes noted that prayer or spiritual mind treatment in its truest sense is not a petition, not a supplication, not a wail of despair. It is an alignment, a unifying process which takes place in the mind as it reaches to its divine self and to that power which is greater than human understanding. It is an act of reverence, communion with God, where one senses the unity of good, the completeness of life. And it goes into the second step, which is unification, a step where we sense and feel the presence of good and identify ourselves with that good because we are creations of that universal wisdom and intelligence. There can be no separation. The third step is a declaration of thought, the thought of the desired good, the vision. It is stated with feeling, which is an indication that I believe in my achievement of this goal. It is mine to experience. It is the announcement that we are ready to realize the vision in one's life unfolding. We have created now the field for its manifestation. The answer to the prayer is in the prayer, right? And the fourth and fifth step signifies our acceptance of that vision as complete through gratitude, which is the fourth step. And the fifth step is letting go, right? Letting go for the law to enact its accomplishment through us. The law of God is God working through us as us, for the desired vision to physically manifest in our lives and affairs. Our youth are taught a single letter for each step to remind them of the process. R for recognition, U for unification, R for realization, T for thanksgiving or gratitude, and R for release. Are you ready to receive? A short example of an affirmative prayer: God is life, first step. I am one with the presence of God, second step. I am an expression of life as perfect health and wholeness, third step. I give thanks, and so it is, fourth and fifth. That's it. Are you ready to receive? So you can affirm with me then. I am ready to receive. Ready? In a half voice. In the silence of your heart. Clear mental obstacles is through affirmations. They are shortened for precision to enable us to commit them to memory. Statements that stand for the resultant good in our lives. For example, I am happy, healthy, and loved, or in everything I prosper. Our imagination can assist us in creating a new way of thinking, speaking, and acting affirmatively. This replaces thoughts of what we do not want to what it is that we want to experience. Strong statements of our belief that we are entitled to the good and how it can reveal itself in our expression of life. Another pathway for clearing clutter is mindfulness. We are deliberately staying the course to think constructively and in alignment with our new vision. Mindfulness is to keep our eyes on the prize. Stay in the present moment. Pay attention. Observe what triggers make us feel good or uncomfortable. Where there is discomfort, change the thought pattern to that which is the opposite. What makes us peaceful, confident, and assured of our good. I have emphasized pay attention to our present states of mind to ensure alignment with our new goals. Another step is sacred giving. It takes part in the process of clearing mental hurdles. What we give to life, friends, we receive, and that is a law. So since life is law-bound, then the law of circulation is always in operation. We give service through time and talent and our treasure through tithing to an organization that provides us with our spiritual nurturing. Temple of Life. Practice, practice, practice in order to live in that eternal flow. So that sacred giving is circulation. Don't want to receive. You're shy to receive. You're stopping the flow in somebody's life. Take it, rejoice in it, and if you don't want it, pass it on, right? So this circle is always concerned. So because what you give, you receive. If you give love, you get love. Huh? If you exercise, you get nice body. You have to do something. It's a process, right? That is continuous. So friends, the practical path now, I summarize to clear mental clutter: forgiveness, centering oneself in the presence of good by way of meditation, spiritual mind treatment, or affirmative prayer, affirmations, sacred giving, and mindfulness. Our call to action this week, though, giving you homework. At least once a day, sit in silence and observe your engagement with life during the process. When you're through with the silence, choose one of your desired good, the one that is on the top of your list. And I want you to write down answers to two statements. The first one is, these are the reasons that I want this desired good. These are the reasons why I want this desired good. That is, engaging you emotional. You see something that you like and everything light up. That's it. The second question is, these are the reasons why I believe that I will have the good. That is different now, These are the reasons why I believe that I will have this good. No, that is practical. You're going to have to find ways now to shift the focus to ways and means as to how this good is going to materialize in your life. So the first part is to engage your emotions. You see it, you like it, you love it. Wow. Now the second thing now is to sit down and quietly say, then how me going to make this good? Because you are going to be guided by divine wisdom, and you are going to see things, hear things that will lead you in your direction. Use mindfulness and pay attention. Pay attention. I mean, it is remarkable person. I tried it for myself. I am interested in doing something on a property I have in Trelawney. 2 weeks ago, a gentleman came here to do a workshop with one of our members. I was introduced to him, fine. He gave me a calendar, which is on my desk. When I looked at the calendar, what I want to do on my property, he makes. And my mouth just dropped open. I said, wow, just look at that. So I have a contact. I met him already. And all I have to do is give him the specs. And the rest is, all right? And the universe will take care of the rest. Okay? It works. Try it. I promise you. All right? So the answers will reinforce the reasons why the desired good is beneficial to the evolution of us as co-creators with universal creative intelligence, which means that as you think the idea, the manifestation and the field is set up right there. That's what it means. So practice, 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 friends, because that is the only way you're going to master this. Okay? And I conclude with a quote from an Eastern mystic called Patanjali, and it says, when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you will find yourself in a new, great, and wonderful world. End of quote. Right? When you have that project, friend, the universe may run after you to make sure that it manifests. That is what Patanjali is trying to tell us. So just expand the mind, make the space, and live in that wonderful, new, and great world which you are entitled to. Namaste. Let us thrive.
Thank you, Reverend Anne. I think that's a fabulous metaphor. Just once you have your vision and you're very clear about it, the universe is going to run you down. Doors are going to open in the most extraordinary ways. I bet she didn't have any idea that that man that came, and there's no blue. Talk about things that happen out of the blue. There's no place called blue. It's just your faith manifesting. And when you believe it strongly enough, friends, it comes to pass. Remember to build your spiritual muscles through meditation, affirmative prayer, positive affirmations, mindfulness, sacred giving, and of course we have to practice, practice, practice. Thank you so much, Reverend. And now we'll have our musical item.
Lean on me, friends. All of us going to need each other going into this year when we thrive together.
Speak to the mic.
It's specially chosen. Lean on me. We can sing together. I think we know the chorus, all of us. And it's for us to remember that we have each other. We have each other's backs as we thrive in 2025.
This is a big try. Can get some highs on this mic. It's muffled. Check, mic check, test one. Mic. Test. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrows, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Please swallow your pride. If there's a thing you need to borrow, for no one can fill all your needs that you won't never show. I just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to
Lean on. Just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
lean on me when you're not strong.
And I'll be your friend.
I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Need somebody to lean on. We all 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 need somebody. We all need somebody. We all need somebody. Need somebody. We all need somebody to lean on. We all need somebody to lean on. When you're not strong, I will be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Carry on. Carry on. And on. And on. We all need somebody to lean on. We all need somebody to lean on.
Thank you, Audil. Very meditative, powdery, embracing voice. Thank you so much for sharing that part of you with us this morning. And the I2s, hello, +1. Okay, so we're going to now stand for the prayer of Jamaica, prayer for Jamaica. Together. The radiant light of God's love is now flowing through us and from us to everything and everyone it touches. The eternal light of God's love now completely fills, covers, and surrounds our island, Jamaica. The glowing intensity of the light of God's love now interpenetrates and awakens within the hearts and minds of our countrymen and women the truths of life which set free. The light of God's love is growing and glowing in intensity in the hearts and minds of mankind everywhere. Love, health, harmony, goodwill, peace, uprightness, integrity, joy, prosperity, kindness, and our oneness under God are now established, and so it is. And while you remain standing, just take your love offerings, and we say the blessing together on the envelope and on the screen. Lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Be thou fruitful, increase, and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all of our financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, and so it is. And we'll sing our second hymn. And as we're singing, you can just come forward and put your envelope in the boxes on the right and the left of the platform.
In the twinkling of an eye, you can change the world you live in. Your world responds to your command, and the moment it is given. In the twinkling of an eye, a new thought can change your day. Just make your selection and change your direction. It's so in the way you pray. In a moment, God replies to the prayer you now are using. The miracles of life depend on the thoughts of your own choosing. In a moment, God responds to a perfect faith in prayer. There's instant reaction, spontaneous action. Believe it and know it's there. In the twinkling of an eye, you can change the world around you. Your thoughts become the world you seek, and the loved ones that surround you. In the twinkling of an eye, you respond to how you pray. For God's love exposes you, sustains and upholds you. Right now, a bright new day.
Okay, thank you, friends. You may be seated. We're grateful for the music that has filled our sanctuary this morning. So we give thanks to our musician, Odell, Steve, what's your name again? Lilith, and for the I2s this morning, and of course for the voices that you bring together to fill the sanctuary. We thanks to our ushers who greeted you so warmly this morning when you came in here, and to our tech team who is responsible for our live stream and getting our PowerPoint up and so on, and also to our hospitality team who will be greeting you this morning with a little snack and a warm or cold beverage. So we truly are grateful. Let's acknowledge all. Reverend Sonia. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that.
Also, we lots to give thanks for, and the temple just brimming with activity. Who? Eileen. Oh, I am so sorry. Sean. My God. Shawnee. They have not made anybody like Sean. Sean does everything and anything in this place, and he's alone here. I am so grateful for Sean. Oh yes, truly in this attitude of gratitude, we recognize the omnipresence of good, which is even now moving through each and every one of us. The beneficence of that presence that continues to provide its grace for us in the form of this love offering, which indeed will expand the influence of our beloved Temple of Light as we pursue new pathways this year to expand and to reach out to our young persons and all those who are part of our community. We give thanks and know that each one who have allowed themselves to be a blessing of time, talent, and treasure is truly abundantly blessed this morning. Avenues of good are continuously now pouring into the lives of each and every person. And I know for us, as a community, as we go forward this year, a lighthouse of consciousness that allows love, peace, joy, and prosperity to be revealed and released in all persons who come into contact with us. I know that all the channels are open wide now for the blessing of substance and personnel and whatever is necessary as we reach up to the highest and best of our beloved temple. We give thanks for our practitioners, our ministers, Reverend Michelle, our congregation, those who are open and receptive, those who serve in any way, shape, or form, no matter what it is. We give thanks. We give thanks. And as we lean on each other this year to let that presence and power fulfill its mission of glory and majesty through us, I know that the goals that we have set are indeed manifesting now in our lives. As I speak, we call them into demonstration. We call them now in. And we say yes and rejoice as the space to simply just allow the increase of God to manifold in our lives and affairs. We are indeed blessed abundantly. We give thanks. We give thanks for this teaching that allows us to think constructively, so we pay attention to the gifts that are laid before us in consciousness, known and unknown. So today, as we go forward, as we leave this place, the blessing of our lives continue to enrich those who come into contact with us. And I speak a special word of blessing over the lives of Brandon, Gregory, Alric, Pauline, Pat, and the family. These families, the Robinson and the Gardner family, the Davidson family, who have all lost a loved one. As we reach out to each one of them, we allow the love that we are to continue to unfold through them, as indeed God is ever present in their lives and affairs. This is the truth about our beloved community. Love, love, love. I release these words to the law that simply manifests them. And I give thanks that this is so, and so it is. And our peace song. Together, let us join hands and sing peace.